Alright, so I guess this is part number 2 of me going on about remote starts. So, in front of me right now, I have some remote start packages that go with the DS4s and the DS3s that I was talking about before. So these are the remote packs that you're going to need to add to complete the install, unless you're doing everything off Bluetooth. So first, I'm going to start from the least and go all the way up. So this one right here, this is the Clifford one-way, one button. Works from about 500 feet away from the vehicle. All it does is start the vehicle with one button. You press it once, starts it. Whenever you get to the vehicle, press it again and it unlocks the vehicle. Press and hold the button and it shuts the vehicle off. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. That's the plain Jane. That's for the people who are trying to be cheap. The next one, you get up to the one-way 3-button. So this does lock, unlock, and remote start, all from one remote. Press and hold the remote start button and it'll shut the vehicle down. Pretty straightforward. That's the simple one-ways that I carry. I have one more that has a little bit of a longer range. Both of these work up to 500 feet away. This one works up to half a mile away. So it has, it's a 4-button. It says lock, unlock, remote start, and auxiliary. The difference is that the auxiliary is at the bottom of this one. The auxiliary on this guy is on the side. And it doesn't really do, it's just a function. Yeah, so anyway. But this one will allow you to do different auxiliary sources. I think you have up to 3 or 4 auxiliary sources that you can add. So if you have LED lights that you want to trigger to turn on, or if you have if you have LED lights that you want to turn on, or if you want to pop your trunk or anything like that, that's the remote that you need. I'm going to skip one right now because I'm actually out of stock from it. It should be in today or tomorrow. I know they just shipped out some stuff to me. Anyway, so we're going to jump up to the 2-way remotes. So the difference between a 1-way and 2-way is the 1-way is kind of like a factory remote. You press lock and it sends a signal to the car and it locks the car. A 2-way will receive signal back from the car. So like, let's say you're walking into Walmart, you press the lock button and you can't see your car because you've already walked, 2 rows down. So you press the lock button and you don't know if your car locked or not. Or let's say you press the remote start button, you don't know if it locked or not until unless you peek out the window or something like that and see your parking lights on. So 2-way system right here. This is the full LCD screen. It does lock, unlock, remote start. It'll also let you know the temperature inside of the vehicle. It'll let you know how long the vehicle is going to be running for. You can change the color on the screens. This is one of the Mac Daddy systems, if you will, of remote starts whenever it comes to all that stuff. So that one does anything and everything that you need to do, has multiple auxiliary sources. There is one below that looks similar to this remote, except it has LEDs down the side. That is my most popular one to sell, but I'm currently out of them because I sold them all. I did like 8 in 1 week or something like that, and I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, so right now I'm going to take you into the showroom. Here's my display room. I have a couple things I'm working on. I'm not really going to go into what that is. But right now, this is my display. So this will show you anything and everything about remote starts. Once again, I'm out of this one. I'm out of this one right here. So these two are just for dummies. They're on here for display. They just kind of show you what the buttons, what they look like. So you press this one time, it flashes, but it doesn't do anything. Same thing with this guy. I guess the batteries are dead on that one. Whatever. So this one right here is, once again, the awesome system. So if you press lock or unlock, braking lights flash, lock. I have a full functioning large system in here. And then right now, if I do function release, function and hold, it's going to show me the temperature in here, which is 68 degrees. It's kind of cold, but it is 39 degrees outside. So, and this one does change colors, everything like that. So that's pretty much how they function, how they work. Like if I push remote start, it's going to let you know the timer and everything like that. I don't have the remote start feature working on there. This is really just to display everything that's working. So just display what it does and how the remotes look and everything like that. So That's basically the parts that you need. The video I just posted showed, if you want to go take a look at that, the different brains and everything that those will work for. Those are the pieces I just showed you are strictly for the DS4s and the DS3s. You can't use these with the 4X06 brains or the DBLs. The DBLs have a second package or a completely different package or box that has a different antenna that you can add to do it, but it doesn't work with these. These have different antenna cables and stuff like that. So you're not going to be able to use these with the DS3s. They're just for the DS4s. And then, like I said, the 4X06 brains will come with the own remotes and everything like that. So you don't have to worry about that. This is strictly for the DS4s. Now, that being said, all the remotes are going to be the same. So Viper remotes are exactly the same as these Clifford. They look the same. They pretty much just have a different logo on them. Now, so these two right here are pretty much exactly the same as the Vipers. The only thing that they changed was the Clifford logo on it. Whenever you get up to these two right here, the casing's changed a little bit. That's about it. Like the casing, I think the Clifford one personally looks a lot better. Both of these are also rechargeable as well. These take batteries that you have to replace every couple months. These charge in like 2 hours and you're good to go for like, I think 2 or 3 months. But these, the brains inside of them are exactly the same as Vipers, like literally the exact same. If you take them apart, you couldn't tell the difference between them. But the casing is different. And I personally like the casing of the Clifford. They have much more rounded edges. They're not like all square and ugly looking, kind of like the Vipers. That's just a personal preference, but either way, Viper definitely has a bigger name than Clifford, which is strange because back in like the early 90s, Clifford was huge. And then Viper, I guess I don't know if they were pushing them harder or what happened, but Viper became bigger. But they're exactly the same company. They do exactly the same. So, like I said, I just wanted to go over the different remotes, different remote packs that pair with these DS4s. So if you're in the market for looking for them, those are going to be your main options. So most people are going to carry your two one-ways right here, and then two two-ways. Like I said, the two-way looks exactly like this. I ordered these by mistake, so I'm just going to sell what I have right now. Anyway, so that's what most places are going to carry. You will run into some shops kind of similar to like Best Buy and everything like that. They will carry everything. And when you walk in there to choose what you want, it's just so overwhelming. And then it comes down to picking the two different ones that are almost close to the same price. And it gets complicated. So I make it easy. I carry 2 of the one-ways, 2 of the two-ways, and that's it. I'm not going to give you a million different options. It's just too much. Most people don't know what they want in the first place. And the remotes for the different features are really, there's not, once you get up beyond the versions of remotes between these 4, there's not really much of a difference. So there's no point in carrying every single remote that they have. If so, I think they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different remote options. So double of what I carry, and the other 4, there's really not much of a difference. So that's the reason why I carry what I do. So anyway, once again, if you have any questions or anything like that about the remote packs or about any remote starts or anything like that, give us a call, look us up on Google, Nova Electronics in Tent, and I'll be more than willing to help you out. It's not a problem at all if you have any questions or anything like that. I might be going over different installation videos in the future. I might not. I'm not 100% sure. If anybody wants me to, let me know. Leave a comment below. If you have any questions about a certain vehicle, a certain car, or anything like that, just let me know. So yeah, thanks for watching.